So today we are back with another wrestling games and news roundup. A lot of good stuff to talk about, brand new details for the AEW Fight Forever video game, full matchup gameplay with a lot of extra information, and we are also discussing the latest WWE 2K22 patch notes, patch 1.17, what hidden things was added and what it's in it, timestamp in the description for everything discussed, and let's get into it. Starting off with the latest for WWE 2K22, we just got a brand new patch update 1.17, but WWE Games didn't release any patch notes for it, so whatever was fixed and updated is not specifically done. I tried a couple of things that crashes the game. Some of those things were still there, especially in Universe Mode. There is still rivalry issues, creator superstar issues that have been known for quite a bit but that are yet to be fixed. The only specific thing that we know was added with this update was content for my faction, which should be releasing in that in packs very soon. Watch the status ended up revealing that there is a brand new My Faction hidden model for the 4 Horsewomen, with some of them even having alternate attires. There is Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Bayley 2015 models alongside an unfinished Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks is unfinished, likely due to the recent controversy of her walking out and potentially not returning back to WWE. Now obviously a lot of that has changed with Triple H and Control and Stephanie McMahon. This Sasha Banks and Charlotte Flair are said to have an alternate attire. Unlike previous My Faction models though, we're not able to get our hands on it just yet through community creation. Watch the status ended up uploading all of these, but when you try to download it, there is a message that pops up indicating that the content is damaged. What I'm guessing here is that we won't be able to get these until they add the actual packs, and then hopefully, watch the status, and others are able to upload it to community creation for everybody else to get. Now switching it over to all the latest for the AEW Fight Forever video game. Lots of extra details discussed outside of the gameplay that was shown from the Gamescom demo. After showing off the Adam Cole versus Kenny Omega one-on-one matchup, Evil Uno, Colt Cabana, and a THQ developer ended up answering a lot of fans' questions, giving us some brand new information. I took some notes on it, so let's just get through it and then we'll get to that raw gameplay. We got one new roster confirmation as the Big Show, or I should say Paul White, will be a playable character. There was no new match types confirmed. It seems like whatever was revealed is what we are going to be getting. They did indicate that there will not be cage matches, and although we're not getting that, we are going to be getting blood. Blood will be in the game. It was confirmed that wrestlers can have up to 5 different finishers, and at the end of Adam Cole versus Kenny Omega matchup, we got to see Kenny Omega do an avalanche one-winged angel. In the gameplay, Evil Uno explained the momentum system, how you could build it up and ultimately get your signatures. Based on the footage, the game definitely hits that arcade feeling, which as they explained multiple times is what they're going for. There was not a lot of details in regards to creation suite outside of a lot of things that we already know. There is custom entrances. In regards to the wrestlers' entrances itself, they are much shorter than how we get to see them on TV. There are quick entrances hitting the important spots of the wrestlers. There was a question in regards to whether or not the game will have community creation. It wasn't necessarily answered. There's no full confirmation on it. They also indicated that in regards to the whole creation suite, there's still things that are being developed and that are being talked about to put or not put in the game. There is no full commentating in the matchup, but there is voice lines throughout the game, and there's also voice line for a lot of the tutorials in which we got to see certain coaches like William Regal teaching us how to do certain things. Release date was not confirmed, but I do want to point out that during this week AEW Dark, Excalibur ended up announcing that the game is planned to release this fall, which could be anywhere from the end of September all the way to the end of December. Apparently you could eat pizza in the game. There is no custom music in the game. Of course, all of the AEW licensing music is in it. There's also no custom belts, no custom championship. And this goes back to what they said about creation as a whole, that there's a lot of things in regards to creation that they are still working on, planning, and discussing. And one that makes me very happy is that there is CPU versus CPU, so you can just watch a matchup without having to play it. This is obviously great because we'll be able to make some extra content out of it, and it is a feature that needs to be in every single wrestling game. That is all the notes that I ended up up taking outside of the actual gameplay, which I'm going to show you guys right now. There's a lot of details given by the developer and Evo Uno, especially in regards to the hub, so pay attention to it. And if there is more things that I didn't get to cover, let me know down in the comments below. Evo Uno, take it away.
Up first, Kenny against Adam Cole. I believe this is also the first time we've seen entrances for either of these characters.
The game is still in development.
That's right. So this game is still in development. This is all some pre-footage. It is not the finalized footage. And right now, we also have some tutorialization. AEW coaches will be the ones who teach you things here to teach us the very basics of pro wrestling. And it is exactly how you think it would work. You have a strike attack, you have a strong strike attack, you have a grapple, and it is exactly the way you think it would be played. In fact, if you see right here, do ignore the finishers and signatures for the time being. Pin is your left bumper, right and left bumper are your reversals for grapple, for strikes. Holding any of the buttons also is a strong strike or a strong grapple. A lot of the stuff that we are accustomed to playing, if you're in my generation at the very least, back in the Nintendo 64 era and stuff, that is exactly how this game plays. And we see Adam Cole taunting. So it is very reminiscent of those times. In fact, I didn't even need to read the tutorial, and I was capable of playing this very, very quickly. You can see also on the bottom left and right hand side, we have our momentum bars. And the way momentum works in this game is as you build up your arsenal, as you hit more moves, like this back body drop that he just performed, your bar will keep going up and up and up. And eventually, if the momentum is right, if you get enough momentum, you will have the option to then do signature maneuvers.
As you said, I mean, this is just a snapshot of the game. We did weeks before for this game show, and yeah, the build is evolving and evolving. We are doing polishing and polishing. So yeah, everything continues till we have the quality we want.
Of course. Now, whatever you may think of this footage right now, it's already improved, I think, from our... it is constantly being worked on by the team. Kenny obviously has a big part in what is done in the game. And
he's the creative mastermind behind everything.
I was going to say, you worked with him, and he's very hands-on.
What a title, the creative mastermind.
Yeah, definitely he is.
And we
Sadly, he's not at Gamescom, but in the spirit he's here.
In spirit he's there for sure. You can see this is a very typical Kenny Omega backbreaker. Just earlier we saw his taunts. There's actual audio on taunt. So Adam Cole says "Bay Bay" when he does his taunt. Kenny Omega says "Boom" when he points the gun. We've got our first pin here. Obviously Aubrey Edwards, our referee, in the ring. Do not get her confused. That is not Rick Knox. German suplex.
I mean, it was really important to get this real AEW feeling into the game, with all the original voice lines, with everything, with chant.
There you go. There's his back elbow from the corner. And so the movesets for the characters, from what I have seen, are very spot on. We're going to see more of Kenny's very soon. There's also springboard maneuvers, in case you were wondering. There it is.
Your chance.
Now, the signature maneuvers that I was talking about just earlier, there's actually a plethora of the great word, by the way, Colt Cabana. A plethora of signature maneuvers. You can do up to 5 different signature maneuvers, and they can be from any direction. Those are activated with your D-pad. You can see right here are Kenny Omega's finishers and signatures. So at this available moment, we have the signatures such as the Powerbomb V-Trigger, we've got the running V-Trigger, a Snapdragon Suplex, and a different version of Snapdragon Suplex. And then when we finally get to the finisher, we'll finally be able to unlock the One Wing Angel and various modifications to that move and the V-Trigger. This is the first of his signatures. This is the Powerbomb into a V-Trigger. There we are.
Time for the finish.
Now, obviously, pinning your opponent is with that left bumper, as I said earlier. Kenny Omega not wanting to end this match just yet.
And the cool thing about the controls is also they are easy to learn, but they are hard to master. And that's the cool thing. I think it's possible for everyone to start playing this game, enjoying this game, but to be really good, you need to spend some time.
In fact, that's true. Now, we also have the momentum meter goes to special when you taunt during a signature phase, and so that will turn you into special phase. The special phase is short. You've played Yuke's previous games. You understand that you only have a short counter to do these moves. So as you can see, we've rushed to do the one-winged angel right here on Adam Cole. But there's a short period. You can already tell, bottom left-hand side, it expired. And the momentum can be cut short fairly quickly. Adam Cole takes over, and Kenny's signature bar is removed fairly quickly.
Yeah, as I said, we want to bring back this old school arcade style.
That's right.
And I think we are on a pretty good way.
Now, if you see also the bottom left-hand side, Kenny's head took damage. So over time, Kenny's head will take damage, arms will take damage, legs will take damage, body will take damage. And you can pinpoint something to make it easier to submit. So in this example right here, to get out of a submission, you mash the buttons. It is not a mini game of sorts. Same with kicking out. If you're very good at big backbreaker again. If you're very good at reversals and stuff, LB, RB is what you'll need. Oh, here we go.
Now, if I'm a button masher, what would I be good at?
You'd be good at striking for sure, but you'd also be good at kicking out, is which I was getting at before I was kind of
rudely interrupted by nobody.
I was really interrupted by looking at the footage. I'll be honest.
The greatness of this game.
Yes. There you go. There's the Adam Cole baby.
Also, I want
right
everyone to take note of the audience. I don't know. I just feel it's so cool. They have legit T-shirts.
Yes, they actually have AEWshop.com. You should go and buy a T-shirt there. You can find
AEW.com.
ShopAEW.com. You can go to ShopAEW.com, and all of those T-shirts are, in fact, art from our T-shirts. Every obviously, the crowd has different models for every character. In this instance, you're going to see Adam Cole just hit a signature maneuver right before his brainbuster to the knee, but he is in that signature phase for a much longer time than he would be in a finisher phase. So there's the patella brainbuster. And this is in this instance, boom! He hits the boom from behind the head and could win this match at this moment.
It's not over yet.
So like I said earlier, breaking the pinfall is by mashing the button. There you are. You mash fast enough, you can kick out just before 3, making it a 2.9.
I would be the best kick-outer in the game.
You would, I'm sure.
Wait, they have a holy shit chant in here?
Oh yes, they all kinds of chanting in there. Been recorded at AEW live shows for the last 3-4 months. If you've been to any of our live shows in America, you have not. Wow. You may have been part of recordings for this game. The live crowds got to contribute their voices to our video game.
And there's my friend Frank in the crowd. Different Frank.
What we don't see in this demo right now is we also have plenty of weapons in this game. We have 40 different ones.
How many?
40 different weapons.
40 different weapons.
Here it is. One wing angel off the top. That has to be it. That absolutely has to be it. 1, 2, 3. There it is. So we have a vast variety of maneuvers that have been handcrafted in this game. You know, no one does the one-wing angel like Kenny Omega, and this was crafted off footage of him as well. You can see his singles records based on this this one matchup has gone up.